Well, hello. Today I'd like to give you my first impressions of an Airmail 75pp. And if you've been paying attention on this channel to some of the commentary, you probably know what's coming next. So I'm just going to say this. I review the pen that I have. I don't know the model. There's no way I can have enough of the model to really truly give a first impression of the model. So maybe I get a good one. Maybe I get a bad one. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the pen. So when I saw this pen originally posted, it reminded me of this pen. This is a 1960s Monte Rosa pen. Monte Rosa, if you don't know, is a Mont Blanc pen. Okay, not a metal cap. And I will be honest, the photography made this finish look like this finish. Open up this pen, and for reasons you'll see here, diamond ink windows, and a semi-hooded nib. This is a really nice Monte Rosa pen. I like writing with this. It's classy, it's evocative of an era, just a good pen. So I was excited to see, a pen design that's been gone for many years, made for the Indian market. So, unlike the Monte Rosa, it is a slip cap. But let's just admire the details for a second. So we have quality. I can't tell what that word underneath it is. I'm sorry. I need my glasses over here, but I do have my loop, so let me just look off screen here. I can't make it out, I'm sorry. I still can't make it out even with the loop. So hopefully when I edit the video together, I'll be able to make it out. It's just kind of a poor stamp, and I can't make out the word. I like the textured look here. We've got a little air hole here so we don't suck ink out when we uncap it. Nothing fancy. Oh, an injection mark. So just a slip cap. It's friction fit. There's no fancy ears or anything weird. Inside you can see kind of like a Parker 51 or maybe more like a vintage Aurora 88. It's got some springs in there. It's just friction fit. Pull it off. That looks like a seam, and yet it does not unscrew, so I don't know if it's glued or what, but I'm pretty sure it's a seam. So what do we have here? Oh, triangular rather than diamond-shaped ink windows. Why, we have a piston filler. Oh, which I am about to unscrew completely, which I did not mean to do. So make of that what you will. My Monte Rosa does not do that. Just for clarity. Whoop, pen wants to roll away. Not going to let it. We are stopped here. So, with a nice Indian pen, I think it deserves a nice French ink, because on this channel, everything goes with a nice French ink. So we have Parker Quink washable blue. So we'll snork the piston down. I do feel that it stopped there, so we'll call that good. We'll snort. We'll expel. Went too far there. We'll snort again, and we'll expel like a drop. I'll just maybe help pressurize it a little. And holy shit. Sorry, holy cow. So I look at it, not a drop of ink in the flippin' pen. Are we bubbling? I can't tell if it's bubbling. Not a flippin' drop of ink in the pen. All right, so this has turned into a bit of a mystery. So, pull it out, it certainly went... So, I don't know what's going on here. So one of the easiest things to do if you have a piston that's not filling, before you do something weird, is try out a little silicone grease. So there is ink in the pen. You can't see it here, but I just splashed ink right off screen. But one of the things we can do is we can use a little silicone grease. So one of my philosophies on a little repair like this is if I'm doing this during the middle of the review, this pen better go through more than one review. So got a little silicone grease here. We'll just smear it around the piston. And wiping off my finger on my ink cloth, so before I film my next video, I better clean the ink cloth, or get rid of the ink cloth, but we'll put the piston knob back in. And we will try again. Okay, so push the piston down, pull it up. Oh my flippin' God. Angry squirrel is angry. Is there even any flippin' ink in it? Okay, so we're going to salvage something out of this flippin' video. I'm sorry, I'm really close to using language I don't use on this channel. And, you know, it's not like I spent that much money on this flippin' pen. But I'm not super happy right now. So I'm batch filming 2 videos, so the other one better flippin' be a decent flippin' pen. And, you know, substitute in the other word as you feel needed. So the pen is an Airmail 77 PD. I wrote that really messy because I'm mad. Parker Quink. We'll just write PQ because I'm mad. Washable blue. The ink, or the flex. So yeah, there is ink in the feed. So I guess that's something. Is it only meant to fill the feed? I don't know. No flex, but I didn't really expect any. Wetness and flow. Expecting it to quit any time. Yeah, it flows. You know, it's a decent writer, so it's sad that I can't, you know, get any flippin' ink in it. Smear test. It's actually comfortable to hold. But, you know, how far am I going to travel if I can't put any flippin' ink in it? Sorry, I keep swearing. Reverse writing. That was perfectly comfortable, and yet I sigh because I'm mad. And finally, the world-famous Pierre Gustafson test. And again, enough ink in the feed to show me it would have passed that. But what do I do with a pen that I can't flip and fill? What a useless pen. So I'll rant a little bit when I film my talking part of the video. And who knows, maybe I'll have gotten it working by then. But, you know, what I'll just say right now is that I'm glad I only spent $16 on it, because what a waste of money this pen was. Sorry for fans of Indian pens, but this one was not a good one. And yeah, just remember, in the midst of my anger, which is why I do the talky part of the video later, sometimes you get a lemon. Sometimes you happen to get the one good one that they made. And you can't judge the whole experience by just one pen. But I'm mad now, so I'm going to take my pens home and go sulk for a while. So I really liked that pen. It reminded me a lot of the Monte Rosa turquoise pen that I have that I really like. Had a metal cap, but other than that, it just kind of really reminded me of that. It had the same feel in the hand. It was a very comfortable pen. It was actually a very comfortable pen to write with. And I liked the line that it laid down. I thought this was a good pen, except you can't get any ink in it. I don't know what's up with the piston. I tried the silicone grease thing. I've taken it apart. I've looked. It seems right. So I don't know if I put more O-rings on the piston. I'll play with it. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what I did with it, because I recorded that first impression many, many months ago. I'm pretty sure I didn't throw it away, but I don't know what I did with it. But I tried a lot of things except for the O-rings. And, yeah, just a real disappointment that I couldn't fill it. If I put ink in it, like as an eyedropper sort of deal, that doesn't work well with a piston filler, so don't do that unless you do it from the bottom. And yeah, since it's not holding a seal, I didn't try that. So I will reiterate what I said at the beginning. I review the pen that I have. Anything I say, or any reviewer says really, is not reflective of the entire model, the entire line. It's reflective of that pen. And really, to be more specific, that pen with that ink. And sometimes you get a lemon. So I don't know if there's much out there about this pen model, but if other people have reviewed it, did they have the same experience as I do? Maybe they had a great experience. Maybe they also had a bad experience. Maybe it's an uneven experience. That's a gamble you take in this fountain pen collecting thing, because most of us, like me, because I live in rural North Dakota, are buying our pens online, never able to touch them until they arrive. So doing it vicariously through video is the closest we ever get to these pens before we actually buy them. And sometimes this happens. So anyway, if it was a more expensive pen, I'd probably have contacted the company that I bought it from and said, hey, here's what's going on. But since it wasn't, I thought, well, worst case scenario, I have a parts pen. Best case scenario, I have a pen I can experiment on to figure out pistons and understand them better. So that's where I'm at. If I get that piston fixed, and if I find the pen, I will update you. But I hate doing a negative review. I always want to find something good. And again, it bothers me. It's one thing to say, oh, this is just not a good design, or this lip is really annoying when you hold the pen, or something like that. When you have something you know darn well could be just the one model that you happen to buy, it's hard for me in my reviewer hat to say, yeah, I don't like it, because people will interpret that as, oh, that's a bad pen, rather than, oh, Wasky Squirrel got a bad pen. But we don't know what the rest of them are like. So, anyway, that leaves you as clear as mud, which is why I hate doing reviews like this, but sometimes I think it's good to just remember that it's not all roses and unicorns in the fountain pen world. So, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.